Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 6:10, Thursday, December 15th, 29 degrees, getting down to 26 today. That's right, down. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app at WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are now joined in studio by Sharon McKenzie from McKenzie Estate Sales. Good morning, Sharon. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing?
I am fantastic. Is it weird that we say good morning now, even though you've been here for 35 minutes, like across the desk from me?
Yeah, pretty much.
You were really quiet, though. That was good.
Yeah, I tried.
That was strong. After that first alarm thing that went off before, but that was good. So, McKenzie Estate Sales, talk to me. What's that all about?
Well, it's an estate sale company that I develop, and basically what I do is I go to people's house and I host an estate sale. And if you're downsizing, moving, or experiencing personal loss, and you need all your items sold, I come in and I sell.
So what do you mean? You go to my house, and do you advertise it?
Yeah, I do all the advertising. So there's like 4 estate sale websites. We advertise in all 4, and all the other local papers, that kind of stuff.
How is that different than a garage sale?
Well, that's true. An estate sale is like you could get a lot more money, and it's researched, and you can get a lot more bang for your buck. A garage sale is like 50 cents, 25 cents.
Right. So it's just how it's packaged.
Pretty much.
So do I have to literally be do I have to show cause for an estate sale, or could I, if I wanted to have a high-end garage sale, can I call you up and be like, hey, I want to?
Yeah, I have people call me up and they have crap, and then it's and then I go there. I'm like, well, it's not, and I say it's not. This is taste-specific items, and a lot of people are not going to buy it. That
right.
Kind of thing.
And so you've had to have those hard conversations.
Oh yeah, I say I'll say I'll work. I'm going to have tough talk with you right now.
Yeah, sorry, not everybody's going to be interested in your particle board furniture necessarily.
Yeah, I have a lot of 70s kind of furniture, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's and you get I assume you get a percentage of the take.
Yep. There's nothing up front, and you just get a percentage at the end.
So there's no risk.
No, none.
That's great.
No.
That's great. Well, I'm gonna listen. So I want to change over a couple rooms in my house. So maybe okay. So how did you get involved in this? Was this something like when you were a little girl, you're like, oh my God, I totally want to go to people's houses and sell all their stuff off? No,
actually, I taught for 14 years, and I bought a house. And then when I bought the house, I was like, okay, I have to furnish it. I couldn't afford anything. So my friend told me, why don't you try going to estate sales? And I'm like, I'm not going to estate sales and get people's used stuff.
Right.
But when I went there, it was like amazing furniture, really great quality, and people really care their items. And I furnished my whole house with estate sale items.
Really?
Yeah, it was really pretty cool.
Okay. Well, wait a second. So that doesn't exactly explain why you decided to leave teaching to go do that.
Well, I mean, teaching is rewarding in itself. It's great, but it's just that I just fell in love with it. I just love going. I just love the hunt, to look for things. I just love it. Yeah.
Wait, but okay, so it's kind of like, it seems to me, is it the same group that does antiquing and things like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I have a lot of regulars that they antique and they buy a lot of items. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And they go from estate sale to estate sale looking for diamonds in the rough.
I have followers. I mean, I can clear out 70% of a house because my followers come.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
You can clean it out without even having to get any new blood in.
No, same people over and over.
And so, how many estate sales do you or how many of these do you do in a given month? Let's say
I do one every weekend.
Really?
I have 2 this weekend.
So this weekend, I know you're doing one in Colts Neck.
Yep.
Right, and then where's and you have another one where?
In Clark.
And you do you go through the whole state?
Oh yeah, all over. I even do New York and New Pennsylvania too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And so how many, what is the competition like? Are there a lot of companies to do this?
There's a handful. There's not a lot because it's just, not even people know about the service, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Because I've never, Zach, you ever heard of that?
No.
No, right? So
you're moving and you have 20 years of items and you have to go to Florida and how many things can you give away to your friends and family?
Yeah, because I mean, I'll be honest with you. When we moved from East Brunswick back to Toms River, 4 years ago, we had a house full of stuff.
Right.
And we bought a furnished house down here because the furniture was completely different and whatever. And that was we had all this our kids are little furniture. And then it was time to move into our kids are bigger and they're not going to break everything furniture. But we ended up I ended up probably giving away half of it, literally just for the tax write-off, and then, giving it away to various charities. And then, then friends came and picked pieces away. I mean, it was a real pain.
Yep.
It really was. But you kind of make it a one-stop shop, one and done, right?
Yeah. It's 4 stages. You take all your personal things and you give it to your friends and your family.
Right.
I come in, I'll do the sale, then we give it to charity in the next stage. And the last stage, the clean out guy comes and cleans it out. I do everything. So
you give to charity what's left.
Yeah.
And then the clean out guy cleans out
the garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And so do you give like an estimate of what you think you're going to get for the stuff, or you don't?
No, I don't give
road?
numbers. I don't give numbers. I just tell y'all what I say is I'll clean out 70 to 80% of the house, and then the 30% I usually give to the charities.
Right. It's pretty. I have to share this because Phil Brilliant, who does the show, who was my co-host yesterday, and who does the show for me, or did the show for me when I wasn't here, he says. He sent me a text. He said, "Hey, my parents are going away for the weekend. Could you come over and sell all their stuff?" Have you ever had something like that happen?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, wait, don't tell me, because that's a tease. See, this is the radio, but this is why I'm a professional. This is why they're putting me on Sundays now on the FM, because I'm a professional. I know how to tease this. So just bear with me, okay? So when we get back, Sharon, why don't you tell us some? Maybe you have a funny story or two about about something that maybe didn't go as planned, or maybe well, I'm sure there's some estate sale humor that we could share with our listeners. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Sharon McKenzie Estate Sales. Thank you, Phil Brilliant, for setting me up for the teaser. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Back after this.
Everything you need to know about the Jersey Shore. This is Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Sharon McKenzie from McKenzie Estate Sales here at 6:21 in the morning. So we don't like we're talking about your competition, the two sisters or whatever they are, right? I mean, we don't like them, right?
No, I like
Have
everybody.
you ever challenged them to like a celebrity death match or something, or like a steel cage match, just to show who's superior?
But I've tried to go to their sales, but everyone knows me, so I was like, "Hey, Sharon,
Really?
hey, Sharon." All my other customers are like, "Hey," and I'm just ducking out because
it's like right out of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when he tries to get in and steal the everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, all right. So you had some stories because. Phil Brilliant, my sometimes partner in crime, was asking, do kids ever call and say, listen, I need you to clean out the house while my parents are gone this weekend? Any misunderstandings? Have you gone to the wrong house and sold the wrong house?
No. I've gone to a house where the parent told the mother that they're going to just visit them, and then he actually decided to have an estate sale. So the mother didn't know that she was going to stay at the kid's house, and they actually had the estate sale. And I've gone to estate sales where I had family members came in and they didn't even know that they were going to have the other family member was having the estate sale, and they had to buy stuff from me, which was crazy.
They had to buy their stuff.
Yeah,
they're like, wait, no, I want that.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's so that was a crazy one.
Yeah. So so from a legal standpoint, do you have to establish ownership in any way? I mean, what happens? So that's a good point. What happens if, let's say, it's a married couple and there's a divorce situation or something like that, and the husband's away on business for 2 weeks out of town?
I make everyone sign the contracts and it states that they're saying that they are the legal person involved. So I'm just going by faith,
right,
really.
And that gives you all the cover you need.
Yep, they're pretty much the contract.
Because that could be could be a little bit dicey.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and I found $800 one time in someone's house. They had it stat, and I gave it to the client.
Right. It was where? Like actually under the couch cushions?
In their purse, in their mom's purse.
In like a closet.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. We used to say when I was in sales, because when I sold electronics, we always used to say, you could afford this. Come on, go look at the cushions of your couch. And you're like, yeah, there actually is a lot of money in the cushions and couches. That's
floorboards, cushion and couches.
Have you ever had a situation where you sold something and somebody called you, like one of your regulars called you and said, by the way, do you have any idea what I bought? Like, this is worth blah.
Yeah, I have. Sometimes I miss some things. Yeah, a couple times, but not a lot. But like $50, $100.
Right.
Nothing like they're going to retire. They're retiring now.
They're not coming up on like Pawn Stars
No.
the next day and saying, hey, I bought this at an estate sale and it was $27, and he's like, oh, well, that's actually worth $17,000.
Right. That's a lot in the TV, but there's really nothing. There's a lot of crap. It's a lot of crap.
That's nice. That's
Really.
nice. That should be your buzz line. You should
Yeah.
be like, McKenzie Estate Sales, we'll sell your crap for a decent price.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should, you're not going to go
No,
with that?
I'm not going to do that.
All right,
No.
so you're talking about starting a nonprofit.
Yeah, so I actually started one, and what I usually do is, okay, so I sell about 70 to 80% of the house, and then 30% of the house is left over. So then what was happening was a lot of the clients were saying, well, I would call them a couple of weeks later. So how did it go? Because I give them a list of numbers to call the charities, and they would say, oh, I didn't have a time to call the charities, so my junk guy came and just junked everything. And I was like, what? I was like, all 30% of the house you junked, and it was a beautiful, like, depression glass or whatever it is, clothes, all that stuff. So I said, you know what, I can't let that happen. So I started the nonprofit. So what I do is I redistribute that back into the community. So if I know nonprofits that need items or for-profit businesses, I give it back to them.
So you warehouse it.
Yep.
And you say, okay, so I'll take this stuff.
Yep.
And you warehouse it.
I give them a tax receipt.
You give them a tax receipt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also help support folks.
Yep, definitely.
Cool. And how long you been doing that for?
I just started it, so it's been about a month now.
All right. Mm-hmm. And any success stories there, or you're still kind of in its infancy?
It's infancy, just starting.
Yeah. So that's cool. So what do you envision? You envision that businesses or somebody calls you up or a nonprofit calls you up and says, hey, listen, we're moving into a new office, and what do you have?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I want people to call me and tell me what they need. So if I'm in a sale, like say I'm doing a cold snake sale this weekend,
right,
and we have a lot of stuff that I think is not going to sell. Like big, heavy things are hard to sell. So they call me up and say, hey, Sharon, I need a couch. Hey, Sharon, I need an office chair. Hey, Sharon, I need this. So I could now just give it directly to them. So I could have my moving guy go right to the house and just drop it off to them.
Right. Yeah, that must be like, it's difficult. You know, if somebody has this tremendous like bureau and it's upstairs in a bedroom,
Yeah.
Those things don't necessarily go, right?
Big furniture is extremely hard to sell. Dining room sets don't sell anymore. People just don't dine
Well, people
anymore.
don't have dining rooms.
Yeah, people don't have dining rooms. So people say, oh, I bought this beautiful mahogany dining room
Right.
set. And I'm like, that's really nice, but it's not going to sell.
Yeah, and so if either they don't have dining rooms, and if they do have a dining room, then that probably means they have a really big house and they're not going to buy something at a estate sale. They're
Exactly.
So it's kind of like you're kind of
And then, right.
stuck in no man's land on
Right.
that.
And then I have a client that says, I want $3,000. And I'm like, you can't get it. You're not
Right.
going to get it.
Right. Ah, it's interesting. Yeah. So you probably have a figure on the pulse of the whole housing / furniture market too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I know a lot of the dealers and stuff, so I can call them up if something, especially what's hot right now is mid-century modern. Everyone loves that.
Okay. When we come back, I want to know what the heck mid-century modern is, because I have no clue what that even means. And then I want to talk about the Chamber of Commerce and you know, the networking aspect. Then we're going to give you your magic wand.
Okay.
Then you're going to get to do your propaganda with your website and everything. And then we're going to shake your hand and tell you to go get some Uncle Dude's Donuts on the way out, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, cool. Sharon McKenzie, McKenzie Estate Sales. Back with more Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 6:33, Thursday, December 15th, 29 degrees, getting down to 26 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, stream live on the radio, pop up, and WOBM. If you didn't understand the last part of that, well, then you're not listening well enough. We are here with Sharon McKenzie, McKenzie Estate Sales. So Sharon, talk to me, mid-century modern. Can you please break that down into not so cool terms for me? Because I don't know what that means.
That's just 1960s furniture, that Mad Men kind of thing, really sleek lines, that sort of stuff.
Sleek lines?
Yeah, sleek.
Like, Zach, do you understand it yet? Mid-century modern?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, 1960. Did you watch Mad Men?
No.
Oh, well, if you saw the commercials.
For Mad Men?
Yeah, for Mad Men.
Oh, my God. All right. Okay, so that's really cool right now?
Yeah, that's really hot. Everyone wants that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, not everyone.
Oh, well,
Because
I mean,
I'm like, I want
in the know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's, you know what? Is that comfortable though?
No.
Yeah, though that's
not at
that's
all.
that uncomfortable furniture,
Yes,
right?
it is, definitely.
Yeah. I have a fundamental problem with like buying a couch that I can't sleep on.
Oh, well, no, you can't sleep on anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand like that sometimes people buy chairs that are uncomfortable because they don't want people to sit very long. They want them to move, but that's dumb. I want people to be comfortable. We buy big, comfortable, shaggy furniture.
Yeah, but those can't resell. That was hard to resell.
All right. Well, listen, maybe I was more concerned about how we're living. Okay. And you recently, so now you're also a member of the Chamber of Commerce. So how important is networking for you? I mean, is that a big deal in your business?
Huge. It's huge. I mean, everyone is going to move. Everyone is going to downsize, and unfortunately, everyone's going to know someone that's going to pass away, and all that stuff has to be sold.
Right.
Basic. So anyone I meet, I could definitely, they could use my services somewhere along down the future.
Right. Because you got to just build. Because again, it's a very unique thing in that I can't seem to put a sentence together today. It's very unique insofar as it's not just about getting your name out there, but it's about getting the whole concept out there because a lot of people don't know that it's a service that's available.
Yeah, people just dump. They'll just call, a guy and he'll come and clean out the whole house.
Yeah.
And they'll spend like, $1,500, $2,000 clearing out their house when they could just hire me and they can, do it for free.
Yeah, that's very cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool. All right, Sharon McKenzie Estate Sales. It's that time where we give you the magic wand, the pixie dust, the fairy dust, the ability just to wiggle your nose and make an impact on the world. Right. And you can't listen. I'm going to put a caveat on this. You're not allowed to talk about guns in school.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean, I know you were a teacher and you taught in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, 14 years, New York City. Woohoo!
So you may know
Brooklyn.
something. You may Brooklyn in the house. In the house. I got to tell you a quick Brooklyn story.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was at I went to Brooklyn to the new the new basketball center there.
Okay.
Right, and I went to see Title X, mm-hmm. which was like the Jay-Z's record label thing. Okay. So it was like Jay-Z performing and Beyonce, and they had they each did I think Nicki Minaj was there and Meek Mill was there, whatever they did they each did 2 songs.
Okay,
and Jay-Z comes out and he goes, yo, it's Brooklyn in the house, and he looks around and he goes, oh, no, this is new Brooklyn. Is old Brooklyn in the house?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
You kind of get, that's an inside joke. Okay. All right, only us people who know anything about Brooklyn, because that's me. I'm all about it. All right, so Magic Wand, Sharon, what are you doing with it?
Just going to change the way how people think about bringing things, just repurposing it and just redistributing it back into the community. People think that it's a bad thing to sell, buy secondhand stuff, and it's not. It's really good to, instead of filling up the landfills, it's a good idea to just put it back into the community. People that are going to love it and really treasure your items. I think that's what, the misconception of that.
Yeah, that's I like it because it's people got to realize it's that there one, what do they say? One man's trash,
someone else's treasure
is something that was
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. All right. Sharon, where can people learn more about what you do? Is there a website? Is there a Facebook? Is there a Twitter? Is there an Instagram? Is there a Tinder account? I mean, what do we have?
I have website, McKenzieEstateSales.com. I also am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on...
That's right, Pinterest. I always forget Pinterest.
YouTube. Every social media, I'm pretty much on there.
Yeah?
Yep. Twitter.
You have a Snapchat?
No. Oh, I don't have Snapchat.
What's that?
I have Instagram, though.
But I guess Snapchat's not really your target demographic now, is it?
No. My daughter has Snapchat.
Yeah, most 12 to 15-year-old girls aren't all that interested in your estate sales, right?
No.
Yeah,
I have 2 sales this weekend, by the way.
Yes, and where are they? You want to tell people again?
Yes, Colts Neck and Clark. Yep.
So they're both going at the same time?
Yeah, but one is Friday and Saturday. That's the one in Colts Neck, and the one Saturday and Sunday is in Clark. And you can find that out on my website.
And you have somebody that helps. You have a partner who helps or a assistant who.
Oh yeah, I have people that work with me that are really great. So I don't have to be at both sales, but I'm going to be at one, and someone else is going to be at the other.
Awesome. And do me one more favor. Spell McKenzie for us so we know how to look it up.
Oh, McKenzie estatesales.com.
Got it. Very cool. Well, it's very cool what you're doing. I had no idea. You actually taught me something, which actually isn't all that hard because I don't know a lot of things. And so seems like a very cool service.
Yep,
and it's actually pretty cool. I like your idea of creating a 501c3 to help out the community in the same way.
Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. We wish you nothing but the best of success going forward.
Thank you so much for having me.
Cool. Sharon McKenzie, McKenzie Estate Sales. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.